up here by now.
Well, now that the clock has gone
It
ahead,
is
it's
7.
1:18 a little while
We're
ago.
the only ones here?
Time flies.
What do we got? Anything good?
Okay.
Okay. We can't go without, Steve. Steve's supposed to
Steve's
come.
down there too.
Yeah.
If you guys wanna
Yeah, we gotta wait for the three of them to come
I'll
up.
run down, cause I wanna make sure it looks, that it's on TV the way that I think it is anyways,
Okay.
so I'll ruffle the.
You wanna make sure we look good on TV?
She's got us on recording. Are we on recording?
I am recording,
You're
but
on
it's also
recording,
gonna be
alright.
broadcast, but we're not
Okay.
streaming from this room, because couldn't figure out how to do it without a Zoom. With
Ah.
someone.
I don't think they
Gotcha.
have the, I don't think they have the air on yet. No, I
Said it was
thought-
gonna cool down though, 15 degrees at least after
Well,
the storm
tomorrow
comes.
should be easy working, cause
Mm.
it'll be cooler.
Last couple days.
Shovel and stone today, oh my God, was that hard,
Yeah.
it was so hot.
You guys must be busy too, right?
We're retired.
I know, you know, you
But
just
you
gotta
never
do
know
it. I know. Nobody can. You can't. It's so hard. You have friends and you have customers that like you always dealt with, and it's like, please, please help me. It's like,
Yeah, they call us all the time, and it's, you know, and there's emergency situations, and, you know, it's very hard to say no,
right.
you know, and.
So
but
you're
that-
retired, but you gotta throw the phone away if you really want to be retired. Or
We
change your number, right?
We got projects going that, man. Hi.
Hey.
Hey, Tammy.
They're on their way out.
Yeah, I know, it's got us recording. I'm glad it's in person, I can't see stuff on
I
the
see the
TV.
hens over your house all the time.
I love them. I love the chickens.
The dog doesn't. The dog just hangs out with them.
He's 14 years old. He doesn't give a crap about anything anymore.
They can just sit on him and he didn't
Oh,
care.
yeah. But they are the funniest little things.
Yeah.
They come running over because Ann feeds the birds. So if we jiggle the bird feeder, they come bolting across, you know, because the little will fall on the ground.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
They're,
too
they're
funny.
like pets. They're funny.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming, everybody.
Pleasure to be here.
It was 1:18 a little while ago, according
I know,
when
it
time
just
stood
flew.
still. So-
Changing batteries, bringing everything up to order.
Yeah.
See, we were waiting since 1:18, then what can I
Yeah,
say?
time
Should've
just-
come down and get us.
Are we hybrid or are we completely
In person.
in
In
person?
person.
Okay, so I don't have to read the hybrid.
No.
I don't have to read the remote opening statement.
Probably just have to, I was thinking about that too, and I was like, just note that it's being recorded.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome to the Board of Health.
Okay. Welcome to the Sutton Board of Health. This
Came in the
meeting
squeaky chair, huh?
pursuant to GL Chapter 30A, 1825, you are notified of this meeting, and this is the agenda. And also, in accordance with Massachusetts state law, open meeting law, this meeting is recorded and will be on the town channel and the YouTube channel, correct? Okay. Thanks. Local upgrades, variances, I have none? Is that today's?
There are two, I believe.
Oh, there, okay.
No, none of them.
I'm aware of those, yeah.
All right, so the review only. Steve? if you-
Those two that are on there, both have local upgrade requests.
Okay,
25 Holt,
yeah,
and they're asking for a local upgrade, they're putting a Presby system in. They're asking for a local upgrade request for a 2-foot separation to groundwater. That'll allow them to have a gravity fed system. So Presby is allowed to have 2-foot separation, as approval, part of remedial usage, approval through the state.
okay. So you're good with it,
Without-
obviously. And 91 lots?
91 lots, it's the same thing. You put in Presby, it's the same situation. A 2-foot request to groundwater, it's gonna allow them to have a gravity fed system instead of a pump system. So it's the
Okay.
same request, same type of system.
All right. Department update.
Hi.
Hi.
Busy with renewals, beginning of the new fiscal year, started July. Also the fact that, I'm sure you're well aware of, COVID's picking up again. And a lot of tick-borne cases also have been significantly increased over the past couple of months.
Interesting.
Yeah,
How did the summer camps go? Was it
summer
going?
camp went very well. They did a very nice job, went out there, nice inspection, no problems this year.
And the beach, the beach has been tested all right, and that there's been no problems?
Marion's camp,
Yeah.
unfortunately had, and it's due to the excessive rain that we had a few weeks ago. We had a couple of camps had to close down, beach sites had to close due to the fact of, high bacteria count. Sutton Falls seems to be a perennial. It's just the water does not really circulate that much, even though he has a flow
Yeah.
in there. But Marion's camp had two high readings, and they were closed for almost a week. 2 days, but and they were closed for 2 testing cycles. Was it Monday?
No, it was only Wednesday and Thursday.
Okay, so they were open. They were open since then. So far, everything's been good.
Yeah.
The boat ramp in Millbury is still closed due to the high water level.
Yeah.
And we've had a lot of calls about
Well, I
that.
bought a boat, so that figures, right? I mean, if I'll buy a snowblower this year, so we don't get snow.
Oh,
There you go.
Okay.
Get a snowmobile,
Please
would
do
you
that.
please?
And get a snowmobile too, so we don't get any snow.
Other than that,
And the
that's
schools are
about it.
gonna open, you think, in September?
What's that? I'm sorry?
The schools,
Definitely. Yep, schools are on track to open.
okay.
What's the, how are you following it for guidance later on down the road, the case is coming up?
Right now,
They
they're
different?
no difference. The guidance is, if you feel uncomfortable, wear a mask. If you're not unvaccinated, wear a mask. But due to the increase in the cases, and a lot of it's the Delta variant, which is extremely highly contagious, it'll be interesting to see what happens in the next couple of weeks.
How's the sickness as related to the regular COVID?
So what we're seeing right now, what I've been seeing, the cases that we've had in the town, we've had like maybe 4 or 5 cases over the past 2 or 3 weeks. That's about it, which is not bad, but they're unvaccinated people.
Right. And I've heard that it's not,
It's not as severe,
As
but
severe.
It's more contagious, right?
highly contagious. And the viral load is the same whether you're vaccinated or unvaccinated, so. It'll be interesting to see what happens down the
Yep.
road. Getting ready for flu season, just waiting on my flu vaccine when it comes in to start scheduling clinics down the fall. And, that's about it.
the flu vaccine doesn't interact at all with the okay. Is there any talk of the boosters?
There's just talk on the news that I'm hearing, nothing, within the Commonwealth or anything right now, but I'm not saying that's probably not been talked about, but it's not really come to fruition yet.
Yeah,
There's a lot of talk right now.
okay.
And it's still for, kids over 12, right?
Correct.
They haven't lowered it yet.
No,
Okay,
they're still doing testing on the younger population.
okay.
Have they noticed any one vaccine better than the other for kids? Or
I haven't heard of anything.
are all 3 of them being offered to children?
That I don't know.
I don't think so. I think they're only working on 1 or 2.
Okay. We don't have minutes to approve?
No, sorry.
All right. Old, new business?
I'm working with the building department on a couple of properties for receivership. So we are going to be working with that, with the Attorney General's office.
Okay, and that health related?
Oh, yeah, because we have to initiate the proceedings.
Wow,
We've done it before in the town.
Have we?
How does that get started? Does someone complain,
What's
or
that?
how does that get started?
It depends, as, property that we've noticed in neglect or repair, abandoned, things like that.
Yeah, they're usually in rough shape.
Try to get, the owner to, you know, fix it up, clean it up, whatever. We get no results, you know, but with the pandemic, they haven't been doing anything, so now the Attorney General's starting to, you know, ramp back up the receivership, which is something that needs to be done.
Do you ever get any groups like scouts or something like that that'll offer to go in and help out with that? I mean, is it elderly that can't, or is it just beyond that?
It's beyond that, it's usually structural
It's
damage
beyond
and,
that.
yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
alright.
And I'm talking structural issues.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's usually
okay.
structural
Not
I
like,
see.
like cleaning up a yard or something like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Fee schedules. Well.
Oh, we
We pretty
discussed
much-
those last meeting.
Yeah, we pretty much-
Yeah, we had them all in front of us. I thought they're gonna look at them, and if anybody had any new ideas, add, subtract, or adjust what we had, but I mean, I thought we kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, Adam.
That was, looked pretty
That's
good.
it, that's it.
Yeah.
So what would be the plan then to get it in front of everybody?
Gotta go to,
Hold a public hearing. We
gotta
gotta,
do public hearing, yeah.
post it in the paper, hold a public hearing.
What should we shoot for?
November? Really?
Well, we were trying to do all the fees at once if we could,
Oh,
because
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
it
right.
costs money to advertise, and we don't have much money in our budget to advertise, so
What
we
other
can
fees?
just.
The regular inspections?
The fee schedule, the wells and Title V, we could just lump all those
Yeah,
together and advertise
And
and
do
it-
and have a
do-
public hearing all at once.
yep.
For November, all three of those?
Well, we're trying to, but again, you know, we're doing the best we can with a part-time office.
Well, we should shoot for it then and get it done.
How do we get more money for our office? What do you go to a board, how does that work? To the selectmen, or how does that work?
What do you need money for?
Well, we never have money, so
For this.
It's
Oh,
being
for our,
revised.
for our budget?
for fees and, I mean, if we're adding money for fees and everything, but we don't get any of it, it's like, how do we get more money so we can afford to do stuff?
Are you thinking for additional staffing?
Well, it's just, like she said, there's not much money in the budget to,
Well, because we normally don't, do a lot of advertising, so that's why our advertising budget is pretty limited. But, I mean, if we go over, we go over, so it's not like it's,
I think we could do them all at once.
I'd say it'd be easy if we did them all at once, but, I mean, we'll do our best to try to get, I mean, from our perspective, the fee schedule. I just trying to reach somebody to see if we could, you know, get some help, but unfortunately, we've been backlogged with a lot of stuff, so.
Not that intern or anything like that?
That's who I'm gonna start notifying. I just feel I haven't even had a chance to, so,
Yeah.
I mean, if you.
Well, if we can help you with that, let me know.
You know what, please have him contact me, because,
Okay.
maybe I can talk to you offline after the meeting is over, but I can tell you exactly what I'm looking for, and
Alright.
if he's available, go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be wonderful. I just,
Alright.
every time his name pops up the list, something else is more priority, so it just gets dropped down, unfortunately. But yeah, no, that would be great if he could do that.
Were we ever involved in that, trucking company that's, going in with the other Uxbridge and Douglas, you know, with the septic and all that? Were we ever involved in that?
We weren't involved on, you mean on 16 in Uxbridge, the big, yes.
Yeah.
There's a very small piece that's in Sutton. The majority of it is in Douglas and Uxbridge.
Blackie Dam intersection with 146.
They were saying most
Are
of
you
it's
involved
in
with that, Steve?
Sutton.
I
They're
don't-
not doing a reserve on the septic, they're
The
just.
septic system's gonna be in Uxbridge.
Okay, so, and they're not gonna do a reserve, they're just gonna, if it fails twice, then they have to hook up to Uxbridge sewer.
A reserve area? I
They're
mean, I
not
haven't-
gonna do a reserve.
I haven't seen any septic plans. So I don't know
Steve
what
works in
they're saying.
Uxbridge.
I've done the soil testing out there with,
Yeah.
that's as far as I've seen. I haven't seen any plans, design plans. for the
But
facility.
because we're involved in those three, shouldn't we see it?
We you'll be seeing it. You should be forwarded a copy, but because this, I think the whole septic system, entire septic system will be in Uxbridge, it's actually would fall in Uxbridge Board of Health.
Even though they have meetings with all the 3 towns together when they discuss it?
It was just for the planning board, just to plan.
Yeah.
Yes.
It had
Okay.
nothing to do
Ju-
with.
I mean,
Just,
part of the entire facility, I don't know, facility, but the land is, in 3, or at least 3 towns.
The land is in
Yeah,
3 towns.
it's
There's
in
a very
3
small
towns.
piece in Sutton, which is, I think, just wooded area.
yeah.
So just because of that, we weren't involved, but I think the major pieces were Uxbridge and Douglas.
Douglas, yeah.
Yeah, I know gravel pit, you know,
It is, correct.
yeah. Well, it's just a statement that, you know, the septic probably is never gonna fail. Well, we've heard that many times.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next meeting, 8/24.
And there's been no complaints about any of the food establishments with this, hot weather? No?
No? What hot
Motion.
weather?
No, it's hot and, you know,
Yeah, no, I haven't heard nothing.
okay. All right, that
Have you
was-
heard anything or any concerns?
I haven't been going out to eat or buying anything because I'm afraid, but, you know, but,
Yeah, no, I hear you.
yeah.
So I'm gonna entertain a
Motion
motion.
to adjourn.
Oh, that was quick, Kenny. Second?
I'll second.
Tammy.
Okay.
All right, we're adjourned. Thank you. From 1:18 to 7:18.
I-
Wow, that was a long meeting.
What a long meeting, but it went by like, blinked my eyes, and it's all over.
Hmm.
If you can get a hold of that person, if he's still available, that would be great.
You're doing it right now.
Yeah, and I